Well, okay. Oh, I'm back. Not sure what happened. I'm going to go ahead and share this post. Okay. All right. So, I'm back. Hold that up like that. And you go live over here. Hello. All right. Hello, hello, hello. Who is this on? In the chat. Okay. Yeah. Hello over here. Linda, Margaret. Margaret. Hi. Oh, thank you. #1 glitter badge. Okay, how y'all doing? I've got a lot on the agenda. Hopefully I'll get it accomplished. But I'm trying to do several things. Kill like 3 birds with 1 stone. Actually 4. Do a live. I have to do a tuna casserole for the recovery house. And some savory smoky green beans. And then I'm going to do another batch of gumbo because I have some orders that were missed. The stir fry too. So I'll probably have some extra of that on Sunday at church, and I'm sure people will go ahead and buy that. I forgot to get my okra, so I'm going to have to go out in the morning and get the okra to add to the gumbo, but I can still cook the entire gumbo even if I don't have the okra. What was I gonna say? So, hopefully you are all doing well. Thank you for that badge, a heart, whatever. Whoever put that up there, thank you so much. Who is this on here now? Ma'am, is that you? Okay. I'm not sure who it is. I'm not getting any chat back, so I'll just assume nobody wants to hit the chat right now. And that's okay. But anyway, so I'm doing cooking and prepping, really. Rumwood is over here warming up some food. I made him some candy carrots and some kale greens. So if you see him slip back in here to get some food, that's what he's doing. What's up, chat? Hi. Okay. You're new. Welcome to my channel. Hi, Byron. Hi, Daddy Blake. Some of these names I can't pronounce, and so I'm not going to try. Okay, so I'm getting ready to cook. What do I want to start with? Well, I need to start cooking these noodles, these in-made noodles. And I need a big pot to cook them in. So I'm going to have to do my pot here. Because I'm going to do inmate noodles for the tuna casserole. I'm also going to need celery and onion. Okay. All right. Okay. That should be enough water. I'm going to be needing celery. I'm going to be needing pepper. I'm going to be needing onion. So let's get those crack I like it. Need to make that a little bit, not too much bigger, just a little bit bigger. Okay. All right. All right. Hi, Sierra. Okay. Okay. So I gotta wash this celery. I gotta wash the green part too. Because it just makes for, I use the leafy part to make stock. Okay. That's gotta get washed. Ah. This is how you. Set off. So I'm prepping just a little bit. Make sure I have all my fresh stuff in place. Yeah. gonna go ahead and do some rinsing. Turn this way. Turn this way. All right, pray you all are doing well. Yeah, wash off some of these veggies. Towels. I need paper towels. Okay. So, I got bell pepper, your triad here, bell pepper, celery, and onion. Yep. That'd be the triad. Bell pepper, celery, and onion. Because I'm going to need all of these to make gumbo stir fry. I may need a little onion for the tuna casserole. A little onion and celery for the tuna casserole. Just to be sauteed. Whatnot. Alright. And then these fresh, some of these veggies are going to go into these will go into water to be boiled for making a vegetable stock. These leaves from the celery. Okay. Now let's see what else I got to wash. What else I got to wash? Oh, here's some pepper here. Garlic. That's also going to need, this one I need to be doing boiling this chicken. What else? My green onion. That's what I'm looking for. Green onion. Oh, here it is. That, this, all that. This too. Okay. All right, so I had celery already clean and chopped right here, y'all. And already cleaned and not chopped, but my green onion. So, cool beans. Thank God I got that. All right, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to begin to boil my chicken. So I'm going to set this over here. And we're going to open up these chicken breasts. I'll rinse them off, and these are going in the gumbo. I'm going to rinse them off. put them in the pot right here. Rinse this one off. Put it in the pot. Rinse this one off. Put it in the pot. Woohoo. Okay, put this up here. And go ahead and add water to the pot. Into that pot with the chicken, we're going to add some celery leaves and stems. Put that in there with that chicken. Just like that. And we'll make a nice stock for the gumbo. So I've got celery in here, chicken. I'm also going to add some onion. Which makes for a good start. Add a little onion in there. And I'm also going to add the stems from my fresh parsley. So what I do is I break off the stems from the parsley. I will wash this thoroughly later, but I'm going to rinse these stems. Like that, and the stems are going to go into the pot. So in this pot, I have the chicken breast. I have parsley stems. I have white onion and celery. We're going to start boiling that over here. I'm going to get that crackle I can. Dr. Woodard and his little meal he got going on over here. And we're also going to finish washing these other veggies while I'm over this way. Because I'm going to need this parsley. So I'm going to put the parsley right in here and fill it up with water like this. Some of these stems are still got quite a bit of stem here. I don't need all that. I'm going to put these over here. And there with the chicken. Okay, so I'm filling this up with water. And actually giving the Italian flat leaf parsley a bath in the center. Okay, so as you can see, there's water in here. Okay, take that water out. Then I'm going to rinse. I still got a little. It's all rainbow. Spin it. Spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it, spin it. Okay, so now all the water's off of it. We'll put it back in this bowl, and then it's ready to use when you need it. Set that up there. Okay, so let's turn the attention back this way. Back this way. That way. And this way. Okay. So here I'm boiling inmate noodles. The water's going to come to a boil. And I'm going to add salt to both of these pots. To the chicken I've got some iodized sea salt here behind me. There's the celery. Here, onion, peppers. We'll take all that out. Put this over this way. Smaller again. Okay, so I'll just make sure everybody can see what's going on. All right. Okay, so still prepping with my veggies. I got the green onion. I've got the bell pepper, the celery. And I'm probably going to end up putting these in the food processor. I'm cooking the chicken. Oh, I need the carrots for the stir fry. Got the carrots. I've got the broccoli for the stir fry. That's it. Right. Carrots, broccoli. Yeah. For the stir fry. I'm gonna get this here. I've got a few Brussels sprouts I want to add to the stir fry. Yeah. Indeed. Okay. So I got a few Brussels and some carrots that I'm going to be adding to the stir fry. Like I said, I'm getting all my raw vegetables together. gonna peel these carrots real quick. It's definitely gonna be part of my stir fry. Thoroughly love this kind of peeler as opposed to your traditional one. This works for you, whatever hand you are. Most of these peelers out here are right-handed. But this one goes either way. And this peeler is, I may have bought this in the store. I don't think this is Pamper Chef. So I got 3 nice sized carrots, which would make for a delicious stir fry. Then we need the rest of this broccoli for the stir fry. Okay, one got away. I'll get it in just a minute. Right. I don't even know where it went. Oh, there it is. Okay. So we got plenty of broccoli for the stir fry. Carrots, a few Brussels sprouts. We're gonna have celery and onion. And all right, now we need to rinse these off as well. And set them to the side. Okay. That's trash. Right. So we're getting this bowl of veggies together. Make sure we have everything. So we got celery, we got peppers. This is going to be for the gumbo. We've got onion. Got plenty of celery. I don't even know if I'm going to be using this celery because I had washed some and forgot about it. So we got plenty of celery. Got celery here. We got parsley. So I tell you, I had already prepped celery. But my husband loves to eat celery. Peanut butter, and we've got our green onion. Okay, so we got green onion. We got the celery. Put the celery over here right now. And we've got the pepper. I need a different bowl. For the pepper. And the white onion. I had some pepper over here too. Okay, and I think what I'm going to do with this celery, Some of the celery I'm just going to go ahead and bag up. I probably won't need it. Okay, set that over there. And in this bowl, I'm going to go ahead and add carrots, broccoli, and Brussels sprouts. This is for the stir fry. So, I think we've got all the fresh veggies that we need. I forgot about these peppers. These probably need to get used first. I didn't realize I still had more pepper. Okay. I'm going to add some salt to the chicken over here that's boiling with the celery, the onion, and the parsley stems. I've also got my fresh garlic here that I'm going to give a bath to. Put all that garlic in there just like that. And I'll add some baking soda. I add baking soda to the garlic that I buy already in the bag. I just want to make sure all the bacteria is gone. Give it a spin here. I want it close. I'm going to put this garlic. There's my toes of garlic. My toes of garlic. Put those in a bowl. For when I get ready to use those. Okay, so we've got all our veggies. I'm going to go ahead and put those over this way. The rest of the celery, go ahead and cook. All right, so these over here. Over here. So here. Here. I'm going to go ahead and do my mixture for the gumbo. So in here, we're going to put some celery. Give all this like a coarse chop. I think that's pretty good. And then we're going to do a little onion. White onion. Actually, no, not in the gumbo. Okay, a little white onion in the gumbo. A few peppers. Gumbo. I'm gonna go ahead. I probably should just go ahead and throw some parsley in there. While I'm at it. A few pieces of parsley. All right. Make sure that in there. Want the parsley to get just right in there. Okay, so it's a coarse chop. Don't want to do too much. Give you a close-up on that. So that's the parsley, the celery, and the bell pepper. I'm going to go ahead and put that in a bowl. For when I get ready to sweat those vegetables. Okay. Okay. The next thing I'll do is I want to do some, so I did the celery, pepper, yeah, I think that's it. So that's for the gumbo. The other thing that's going to go in the gumbo is the green onion. But I'm not going to put that in the food processor. I'm going to chop up the green onion by hand. Okay. I think I need a bigger cutting board. And I use the entire green onion, so I'm not just using the green part. I use all of it. I don't know if that's enough. Is that enough green onion? Okay. I missed a few pieces. All right, so this but chicken smells good. This is going to be your mixture for the gumbo. So this is your green onion, your green bell peppers, your celery, and your parsley. That's all in here. And what I'll get ready to do is sweat these vegetables so that when I begin the stock and all of that, I can just add it to it. Hello, Sissy. How are you this evening? Girl, I'm cooking. I'm really cooking. And hello, Debbie, Elaine, Maria, Charmin, Karen, Shirley McLean. I know you, Shirley. Hi, sweetie. How are you? Rosemary. Okay, so we got all this ready to be put in the pot and be simmered. I think I need to throw a little garlic in there. I do have some toes over here. And I still just may do that. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and prep for my stir fry. I've got the broccoli, the carrots, a few Brussels sprouts, and some celery. And also, the stir fry will have white onion. So we need to create a bowl for the stir fry. And it has to be a separated bowl because some vegetables are more dense than others, so you have to add them at different times. So like I'll probably do the carrots first, then I'll do the celery, the onion, then the Brussels sprouts, and then the broccoli. Because the carrots are probably your most dense, so they'll take longer to become tender. But you don't want to put all of the vegetables in there together. So let's start by cutting up our carrots. And this again is for the stir fry. We'll start cutting up the carrots first. And I like to cut my carrots at a slant so they have like kind of an oval shape. And not so much round, but you know. Okay. So we'll start putting some carrots right in there. And do these other carrots. Let's see if this water is of those in-made noodles for our tuna casserole. This is a larger carrot, so I make the slices just a little bit thinner. Let's see. Sweet carrots. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right, now it's a small carrot. So we got our carrots. We got our broccoli. I'm just gonna split them up a little bit more from the tree part, from the trunk part into the tree part. So you just slice them there at the base and pull them apart so you don't lose any of the seeds. All right. Some of these are okay, like that one can be split. All the rest of these are little tiny pieces of broccoli. Oh. A piece of celery string. All right, here's my little Brussels sprouts. I'll just slice those like that. So these are your traditional Brussels sprouts. And they've been sliced, and I'm going to put them right there. Now we got this onion. Do a coarse chop on this onion. I'm running out of sections here. I think what I'm going to do is I'll just go ahead and put the onion in here and add the celery too, because we definitely want celery in our stir fry. I want some probably smaller pieces. Yeah. A bit more of that string off. Because the truth of the matter is I'll probably end up putting the celery and the onion in together. After the carrots, the celery, the onion, then the Brussels sprouts, and then your broccoli. That's probably how it's going to go. I think I'll keep those pieces to nibble. Alright, so this is all for the stir fry. Boop, boop, boop. Set that over there. So my vegetables for the stir fry have been prepped. The vegetables for the gumbo have been prepped, okay? The chicken is cooking and becoming tender for the gumbo. The other thing I need for the gumbo is the smoked sausage. So I got the smoked sausage here. I'm going to slice it and roast it in the oven first before I add it to the gumbo. I do not just chop up sausage and add it to the gumbo. You want to roast it in the oven, brown it, seal it, so that it holds on to its juiciness and flavor, and then you add it to the gumbo. So, we gotta do that. Get me a roasting pan. And some parchment. I'm going to slice the sausage. I think I need to use a serrated knife. I'm thin slicing it so that it's spread evenly amongst all the gumbo. And put it on the parchment. We're going to put it in the oven and brown it. Okay. Spread them out a little bit. Then we're going to put them in the oven and let them roast. I've got the oven on 350, but I think it needs to go up just a little bit. Bake. Go up. So let that sausage begin to roast and let the juices get sealed in. The other meat that's going to be added to the gumbo, of course, is the tiger shrimp. They're in the refrigerator. They've already been peeled, deveined, and all that. I probably need to rinse those off, but I don't want to take those out of the fridge too soon. Okay, so I've got extra wide egg noodles for the tuna casserole. I'm going to be making a full pan for the recovery house. So I'm thinking I'm going to need at least a bag and a half. But what I may do is go ahead and cook both bags because my grandson Jackson, he absolutely just loves them with, you know, plant-based butter on them and a little salt. He will eat them up and call it a meal. So if I have too much, I'll save them for Jax. I will save them for Jackson. And in my, well, all of them really do like them. So Jackson, Lavender, and Nevaeh. Hezekiah probably won't eat them. Alright, so one bag is going in. And then the second bag is going in. Turn the fire up. Probably going to need a little bit more water in here. And I will get that. In there now. One more cup ought to do it. And then we're going to add a little bit more salt since we added a little bit more water. Okay. All right. Let those finish cooking. All right, while those things are doing what they need to do, I'm going to go ahead and make the mixture that's going to go over the inmate noodles. So when I say the mixture, the creamy mixture that's going to go over the inmate noodles, along with the tuna. So the tuna will be layered on top of the mixture, and I have here 3 large cans of chunk light tuna, because like I said, I'm making a full pan of tuna casserole, so we'll need all of these. And what I think I'm going to do is go ahead and open these up and strain them so that we have that ready. I think I'll strain them in this colander. Strain the tuna, the extra water. Okay, so we've got 1 can of tuna here. Just gonna let that kind of drain. Second large can. And the last one. Okay. It's got me over here wanting to do, I gotta do my due diligence over here on TikTok. Okay. All right, so as you can see, the tuna is straining. I'm trying to get most of the water out. Well, it doesn't have to be all of it, but what I don't want is all this, the water from the can in my mixture. So I'm going to yeah, that's pretty much most of it. I need to put the tuna in here. I've drained most of the water out of the tuna. And as you can see, you know, there was quite a bit in there. I can pour the amount of water that was in the cans back in here. So that's quite a bit. It's almost an entire can of water. And we don't want the excess water in our mixture. So noodles are... All right, so I have here some heavy cream. I've got 1 can of cream of celery. Actually, 2 cans cream of celery, 1 can cream of onion, and another can cheddar cheese. Okay, so I'm going to mix all 3 of these together in a very large bowl. And I think I'll use the bowl that I strained the tuna in, which is perfectly fine since it's got the tuna flavor in there. I'll go ahead and so this is cream of onion. This is cream. This is cheddar cheese. These 2 are the cream of celery. It'll be a different flavor. I had to be creative because I guess, you know, I don't know, all the cream of celery soup was gone. So I said, well, I'll do 2 creams of celery, a cream of onion, and a cheddar. Because I don't know, when my mother used to do tuna casserole, she added cheese, but she sprinkled it on top. But I'm going to do something different than that, just to add another layer of flavor. Okay, so I've got my 3 soups here. The cheddar, the cream of onion, and 2 cream of celery. Now mixing the 2 together, like so, like that. And then I'm going to get ready to add the heavy cream. My heavy cream. It's just a small one, just to kind of add some richness to the mixture that's going to go over the noodles and be mixed with the tuna. All right, let me check on these noodles. Because I don't want, these are egg noodles, so it's not like pasta. It takes forever to cook. Egg noodles don't take that long. So, yeah, they only need a few more minutes. And just looking at them, I'm thinking I'm going to need that whole, for the amount of tuna casserole I'm making, I'm going to need both them bags. But I'm going to go ahead and add this heavy cream. To the mixture. Give it some creaminess. I'll be adding other seasonings to it, like some Italian. Okay, that heavy cream just makes this mixture fluffy and just a little more richer. So I'll give you a look-see. It almost looks like a pudding. Okay. All right, so to that, we're going to add, I've got some garlic and herb. I have where is, what's this? Not oregano. I need the Italian seasoning. Please tell me I'm not out of Italian. That's okay. If I'm out of Italian, I still have some oregano, and I've got fresh parsley I can always add. There we go. I got garlic powder, oregano. I probably should use some onion powder. And aha, Italian seasoning. Yay! I found it. Okay. Just making sure. Alright. Now, I think these noodles are ready. I'm going to remove them from the fire. I'm going to strain the noodles. Okay. Oven mitts. Look at these beautiful noodles. They're so fluffy. I love egg noodles because they're just fluffy. They are fluffy. Thank you. Who is that? Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. So these are going to continue to drain. But take a look at those beautiful, fluffy noodles. Look at that. So I'm going to set them over here and let them continue to, that water to drain off of them. Meanwhile, I need a large pan to go right here. And I'm going to add to it an entire stick of plant-based butter. It's going to melt. And I'm going to saute my tuna in that butter and add all those spices and whatnot to the tuna. And to this mixture right here, this thick mixture, I'm going to add, I need to add some vegetable stock to it. Just to thin it out just a little bit. I think I'll start by adding 1 cup. Let's see what it do. Because I need to be able to coat all the noodles with the tuna. It's going to be the tuna. I'll mix the tuna in after I simmer the tuna in the butter. Mix it in with these cans, different cans of creamy soups. And so I'm looking at it now, and that 1 cup, I loosened it up pretty good. Probably going to need to add another cup of vegetable stock. That ought to do it. So I am going to still add some fresh parsley. I really don't have to add a lot of salt to this because most of these canned soups have an enormous amount of sodium in them, so that you don't need to add salt to that, okay? All right, so the butter's melting nicely. In a minute here, we're going to check on this chicken. So this big pan, I need to add, I'm going to take some olive oil and just kind of oil this pan before I pour the noodles in here. What I'll do is I'm going to rub the pan with the olive oil, paper towel here, like that, and then we're going to dump these noodles into this pan. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Okay, so there are the noodles. Now what I like to do, I like to call it layered seasoning. So what I'm going to do right now, move these over just like this. I'm going to go ahead and put the tuna over here in this butter. Saute it. Saute it in this butter. Like that. And just let that simmer for a little bit. To this, To these egg noodles, I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil and some seasonings and toss it around so that we get the seasons layered in all of the things that are going to be mixed together. Nothing like oregano, man. No onion powder, garlic powder. You gotta have your onion powder and your garlic powder. You got to. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead and add some of this parsley. This fresh parsley. I'm going to add some of the fresh parsley to the tuna while it's simmering, so I need to chop it up. It gives it a pop of color and a pop of flavor too. I'm going to fine chop it. This is your Italian parsley. So it's a little broader, so you have to chop it up just a little bit more. Okay, so there it is. I'll put that in there with the tuna and the butter. Stir it up. Okay. Now what I want to do is toss this around here with the pasta, not the pasta, but the egg noodles around with the olive oil and the other seasonings that I've tossed in here. I'm going to taste one. Okay. These noodles are going to need a little salt on them. Just a little. All right. Okay. Put some oregano over here and the tuna that's simmering. And some of this garlic and herb. Okay, that's looking good. So I think it has simmered long enough. It's not like I'm trying to cook it. I just wanted it to simmer. And now that it has simmered, I'm going to add the tuna to the cans of soup and the vegetable stock. I'm going to stir that up in there like that. And then this is the mixture that's going to get poured over the noodles. Okay, so here we go. I'll go ahead and pour. Pour that over that, like that. Kind of stir it around in the pan. Make sure all the noodles are nice and coated. I smell that sausage. Oh, it's perfect. See how nice and brown that is? That makes for a wonderful flavor in your gumbo. So I'm going to set those up top there. All right, so the tuna casserole. Look at this, y'all. Whatever I cook, the fellows are like, man, we want more. So it's a recovery house for men. And it's a tier 3 recovery house. So we provide them with 2 to 3 hot meals. And, you know, the rest of their meals they get on their own. And so you can decide whether it's going to be breakfast or dinner. But typically they prefer us to cook them dinner. So look at that, y'all. Let me bring it up to the camera so you can see the tuna casserole. Look at that. I got to back up just a little bit. Can you see it? Can you see it? Okay, so I'm going to back up. All right, on top of that, on top of this, I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. I need to taste this just to make sure the flavor is hitting. And it is. So I've got this Parmesan cheese. Then I'm going to sprinkle on top. That. Okay. Parmesan cheese. I also have some breadcrumbs. Now these breadcrumbs are from homemade croutons. And my homemade croutons are made from homemade vegan rolls. So what I do is I cut my vegan rolls up into cubes, put them in the oven and roast them. And me and my husband put them on salads. But these are the crumbs left from those croutons. So the croutons are seasoned with all kind of flavors. And it's just going to be amazing on top of this tuna casserole. So that's what I'm about to do. Sprinkle these breadcrumbs on top of this tuna casserole. Like so, like that. Okay. I don't know, I should just go ahead and get rid of all of these. I've got to do some more croutons. I still have another bag of go ahead and knock that out. Now I think I'm going to garnish it with a little more parsley. parsley leaves. Certainly want the men to feel like they're special, like they're at home, while they're trying to get their lives back together. And so I pride myself in making the meals special for them, so they get a taste of home while they're trying to get them back on their feet. They just pretty much get their lives back together. And, you know, if it wasn't for the grace of God, we would be in a recovery house too. So you treat people like you want to be treated in whatsoever situation you find yourself. So, got this parsley on here. And so there we have the tuna casserole. I will cover it up with parchment first and then put foil on top of it. And then we will put it in the oven and let it bake. Okay. One. Is that the last of my foil? No. Okay. Let's see, I got some of this. That's the last of that foil. Boy. Okay. Let's do this. Double this. Okay, I'm going to double the pan just for strength. What I'm going to make to go with this are some green beans, some smoky and savory green beans. And then that will be their dinner. Okay, voila. Go ahead. Put this in the oven. We'll bring it down to about 350. Right now, and let that cook. Move all of this foil that no longer is. Out of the way. Boy, I tell you, this is work. Okay, we gotta clean out this pan. The pan I did the tuna in, I gotta clean that out. I need that pan. I need that pan to now saute my vegetables in for the gumbo. Okay. So trying to find my dish towel. Another dish towel. All right, so put this here. Go ahead and add a little bit of olive oil to that pan. Let it get hot. And then we're going to sweat these vegetables. I don't know why I wore this today. These sleeves have loosened up on this sweater, and they won't stay up. They just won't stay up. By now, Dr. Woodard will have come empty the trash, and it's really loaded now. But he's avoiding the camera. He ain't coming in. If I wasn't on the camera, he would have came and got this trash by now. He sure would have. But because I'm doing the live, he's staying away. He's staying away. I'll just bear with me. I gotta get rid of some of these dishes. I gotta. Dishwasher. Now I'm going to go ahead and add these vegetables right here to the oil that's over here in this pan. Turn it down just a little bit. We gotta sweat these vegetables. And this is for the gumbo. There. Add a few more dishes to this dishwasher. Stir fry. I try to add as many dishes as I can to the dishwasher. And then whatever I can't fit, it's gonna be washed by hand. That's just the way that goes. But I truly can't continue to function unless I clean up a little bit. Okay. There we go. Now. Okay. So the vegetables are sweating. And I say sweating, you don't want to brown them. You just want them to become translucent so that you can add them to the stock pot for the gumbo. So, these are my sausages. They're going to be added to the gumbo. I'll put these over here.
Mmm. Oh my goodness.
They're perfect.
I gotta clean out the stock pot. There's a few noodles stuck to the bottom there. Mm.
Okay, so I've got my stock pot here. To that, I've got homemade veggie stock. Homemade veggie stock. There. I'm going to put that in there. Actually, that's homemade chicken stock. Then I'm going to go ahead and add some of this veggie stock. Like that. Then we're going to add a couple of cans of stewed tomatoes. But I've got to chop them up just a little bit. Which is why I had to get that food processor washed off. So I could so you know, stewed tomatoes, they come in these huge thick slices. So the slices are pretty thick. So I just do a few pulses and then I'm going to add that to the stock pot for the window. And that's it. So it's still going to be a little chunky, but I'm going to add it to the stock pot over here. Just like that. Okay, I absolutely cannot get another thing in this bag. There's that. What I'm doing. And we're going to have to get rid of this. wash my hands. Okay. Now these have really become translucent. Don't want to overcook them. But what I'm going to do is slide this stock pot over, just like that. I'm going to go ahead and add these to this. The other thing I need to do is add my better than bouillon. So this is my better than bouillon. This one is the premium seasoned vegetable based. Okay, so I'll do 2 tablespoons of this. I'll mix it in some water. And I'll add that to the stock pot as well. I've got my spring water I'm getting over here. You guys have been amazing sticking with me. But I'm trying to do a lot. I'm trying to do a lot. Okay, we're going to start with 1 big heaping of a tablespoon. Then we're going to mix it together with this whisk. Pour that in there like that. All right. That casserole is smelling good. Now, the chicken breast. The chicken breast. Okay, this needs to go over here. I should go ahead and put this sausage in there. I think I am. Go ahead and put the sausage in there. But I believe these chicken breasts are nice and tender now. And are ready to be shredded. I got all my stock that I'm supposed to have. I think I had 1 more. Yep, I did. I had 1 more chicken stock that I needed to add, and then there we go. So let's take this chicken out. See what we're dealing with here. I also have stock here. So I'm going to strain this. Oh, this chicken is perfect. It's just right. It's just hot too. Ooh. Okay. All right, so this right here, This is yumminess. It's going in that pot. I'm not finna let that go. Did I put my strainer? I did. So, this is my mesh strainer. I'm going to set it right here. Take this pot and pour all this yumminess from the chicken into the pot as well. All right. And this, I don't need. But we're going to just pull the chicken apart a little bit like that. Yeah. These were 3 very large breasts. So by the time I get them pulled apart, we will have a great deal of chicken here. And then I will okay. All right. So there's the shredded chicken. I'm going to go ahead. I just got to taste one piece. Nice and tender. Go ahead and put that in there. Now, seasonings. We've got filet, gumbo filet, Creole seasoning, Old Bay. I need another gumbo filet. There we go. You gotta have the filet. I got so many of these. Right. Okay. So I've got Obey. We'll start off with half a tablespoon. Obey. Start a full tablespoon of filet. So that's half, and then we're going to do another half. Okay. And then some Creole seasoning. Not quite a half tablespoon, but close. I don't want to add too much too soon. I'm going to turn this fire up. And while that's coming to a boil, I'm going to begin to do my roux. You know how you do a roux, right? So I think I'm going to use this pan right here. And all I'm going to do is grab me some flour. Let the flour start to brown. Is that going to be enough? I'll just do extra just in case. So we're going to do this roof. Let that start browning back there. That. I think I'm ready to add some garlic. Fresh garlic. I've got some toes here. So, yeah, I just want to cut that little brown tip off of there. And then we're going to crush it and put it in the pot. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to do about 10 because these aren't really that big. Just going to put in the garlic crusher. Put it right here in the pot. From the crusher to the pot. Crusher to the pot. Crusher to the pot. Nope, I lost one. We'll find it later. Crusher to the pot. All right. Okay, I dropped that. Scrape out the excess. Make sure we get it all. Okay. All right. Let's see here. All right. This smells amazing, y'all. I wish y'all could smell it. Okay, so shrimp. Shrimp. While this is coming to a boil, I've got my fresh shrimp here. I'm going to rinse them off and then add them to the pot when it's boiling. Just got a bowl here. Put all these shrimp in there. So I'm just rinsing them with some cold water. Rinsing away all that stuff they keep on there and the preserve and all of that. You don't want to add that to it. I mean, if you didn't peel them yourself, then know full well that there's some preservatives and you want to rinse that away. Rinse it away till you don't see any of that foaming. You don't want that in your gumbo. And always rinse with cold water. There we go. So there's some nice size large shrimp. Doesn't look like many, but there's quite a few here. And so when this comes to a boil, then I will add the shrimp in. And so we'll let that come to a boil. The roux is getting together over here. Turn the fire up just a little bit. That tuna casserole smells amazing. I probably won't get to the vegan lemon loaf tonight. I'll have to do that in the morning. And I'll have to do the green beans in the morning. Because I think we've been on here long enough. Long enough. I do want to kind of get a taste here to see where the flavor is in this. Just want to taste the juice to make sure we okay. We okay. Once we get that roux in there and add a little more dab of all of these and put the shrimp in there. And I also want to add some nori. Where's my nori? These are my nori flakes. I'm going to add a little nori flakes in there. Just for that additional seafood flavor. Okay, we browning. I need this. So I don't know about you guys, but when I brown my flour, I like to get it to almost like the color of peanut butter. But the secret is sure you don't let it burn, but you let it brown. And I do a dry browning. Some people add oil and brown their roux, but I do a dry browning. So I just put the flour in the pan and I keep stirring it until it browns to the desired color I have for it. Now, for my stir fry, after I stir fry my vegetables in olive oil with some sesame seed oil in it to give it that Asian flavor, then I make my mixture for the savory ginger sauce. And so that's going to be soy sauce. That's going to be some of this with water and this is arrowroot, which is something like cornstarch for thickening the sauce. This is the ginger. The soy sauce. This is the sesame oil that I'm going to add to the olive oil when I simmer the vegetables. So I'm going to show you my roux. It's not quite there. It's kind of brown. But we need to let it brown just a little bit more. This. Oh wow, it smells so good. That away. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put some spring water in this bowl. I've already made my fried rice for the stir fry. So it's a basmati rice that I use. Brown basmati rice. So, I think I've gotten to the color I'm looking for. See, it's kind of a peanut butter looking color. Alright, we've come to a boil. So I'm going to drop the shrimp in. Add a little bit more of the Old Bay. Yeah. A little bit more filet. A bit more of the Creole.
go out. This looks and smells amazing. Like I said, the only thing I forgot to get was the okra, but I can go in the morning and grab that. We are a stone's throw away from Meyer. I mean, I literally could walk over there. Not that I'm going to do it, but I could walk. That's how close we are to Meyer. We've got Meyer here, Aldi here, Kroger down the street. How blessed am I? With all the cooking I have to do. I do not have to go far to go shopping. And it's truly a blessing because when we moved here about 8 years ago into this apartment complex, they didn't have none of that. And they have all that. Not at all. And they just kept adding on, and we got real comfortable. We did not plan to stay here as long as we've been here, but we've gotten comfortable, and it's like everything has been brought to us, and we don't have to go nowhere. My husband, I mean, he hasn't done a lawn in forever. We really only have to take the trash if we don't want to. We just set it out there, door they come pick it up. We don't remove any snow. If something needs fixed, I make a phone call. They're here like in 15 minutes, and it's done. Deal. It makes it very hard to try to leave when you got so many amenities. Okay, so all right, it's a boiling. Now I have to determine how much of the roux I want. So we're going to start with a little bit. What I do is I take a little bit of the juice, put it in the cup. Now look how rich that broth looks from the gumbo. So I put it in the cup, and then I add the roux into there and make like a loose paste. Because what you don't want to do is dump this in there, because it'll clump up. So you put it in here, like that. I think that's about half of a cup there. And you just stir it until it's almost like a paste. And then add it. Just gonna add a little more juice to it. Thin it out. Okay. Now I will add the roux. Turn this down just a little bit. So once you thicken that up, you don't want your heat blazing because you don't want to scorch it. Of course, now you have a nicer, thicker that's going to be plenty of roux. I don't need more roux. So what I'll do is I'll take the rest of this roux, put it in the container for the next soup or whatever I gotta cook. It could be, I could use this roux for chili if I want to thicken up some chili. Right. I do believe we're getting somewhere. There. Right there. Still need this, still need this, and this, and this. All right. I'm gonna pour a little bit of this out. So I got about cup and a half, 2 cups of spring water here. I'm gonna go ahead and add some soy sauce to it. Some of this better than bouillon to it. A little bit of garlic and herb. Ginger. Brown sugar, organic brown sugar. I start about a third of a cup. If I gotta sweeten it up, I will. I'll go ahead and just add a little bit more. And then about a tablespoon of this arrowroot. Find my wire whisk. Just gonna stir that up. Okay, we need some more of this. We need some more of everything. Definitely more soy sauce. Let's see. Probably garlic powder. And then more of the garlic. More of the better than bouillon. Onion powder. Some more ginger. And more of this. Now it's very loose now, but once, you know, the arrowroot thickens up the sauce, then you're ready to add it over the stir fry. So I just need to, now we're cooking. Yep. There we go. Okay. Need to add more. I don't think I'm going to need. I'm going to go ahead and add a little more in there. And of course, if it's too thick, then I can just add more liquid. Okay. Oh my goodness. Yumminess. So what I'm going to do is show you a bowl of this. And then I'm going to put it back in here so you can see what it looks like. The only thing that's missing is the okra. But to just give you a look. You gotta see that. You almost have to do it like a full bowl so you can see everything. Okay, so I'm going to show you, but then I'm going to put it right back in the pot. So this is the Creole gumbo. minus the okra. Okay. Hopefully you can see that. I need to turn this light. This bowl is hot. Okay. So in here you've got the sausage and the chicken, the tomatoes, the shrimp, and all of the peppers, the onions, and the parsley. So you got your shrimp, your sausage, your tomato, your chicken. This stuff right here is amazing. I wish you could smell it. I'm going to put it back in the pot. We're going to slide it over. And then we're going to get this pan right here going for the stir fry. There's your olive oil. And a wee bit of sesame oil. Sesame oil is very potent. You don't have to use a lot of it. Just a drop or two, and you're good. And then here's all of our veggies. We'll start with these carrots and make our way to the celery and the onion. Let that get hot. We'll leave this out just in case we have to make some adjustments to our taste. Dr. Woodard. I want to take a look-see at this casserole, which is probably ready. All right, turn this down and throw these carrots in first. And we'll season the veggies as we go. Let's see what this casserole is doing. guess I got hands made of steel because I'm just grabbing stuff. Okay, I need to lift this pan up out of this one. That. Just so I can get that foil out from up underneath there. There we go. Oh my goodness. This smells amazing and looks amazing. I'll bring it closer so you can see it. Okay, so you can see this is that tuna casserole. Smells good, looks good. Somebody's going to be very happy. My recovery guys are going to be very, very happy. Okay. I'll put all that back down. Like that. I'll tuck that away more. Set it up here. Alright, now we're going to add the celery and the onion. To our stir fry. A little bit more oil. Garlic and herb. Pinch of salt. We're going to let that become translucent. Sweat just a little bit so they can get tender. There's another bowl. The dishes are piling up over here. Okay. Those are looking yummy. Turn the fire up just a little bit. So if you look and see, they're becoming translucent and they're getting tender. Take one out. Yeah, they need to keep on keeping on. Get a little more salt to them. Put that lid back on there. We're going to add a little more sesame oil. So here. Now what? Can you pack it in? Right. Okay, now we're going to add our Brussels sprouts and our broccoli. Put that lid on there. All right. I know that there are a lot of you who have checked out. Albert Michael, how are you? Go to bed, Albert. um, and let's see over here. I'm sure I've had some in and out, in and out, in and out. I see 6 people that are hanging on. Uh, and I thank you for all the gifting. I'm looking at the hearts, and I've seen some of the gifts there and the thanks. Thank you so much for encouraging me. I had a lot to do, and I was trying to get it all done while y'all kept me company, and I really appreciate it. Those of you who have hung in there with me and kept me company while I do these dishes. So I made the tuna casserole. I'm finishing up the stir fry, and I made the gumbo. Um, and I was going to do the vegan lemon pound cake, but that's not going to happen tonight. I do have to do some finishing things tomorrow. Uh, but Sissy, I'll definitely have that stir fry for you. And I have 3 other people, I believe, who ordered the gumbo that I'm going to have for. And then, of course, I'll have extras if somebody else wants to get something. I also made some of that tea. So I have the hibiscus pineapple tea as well. So whatever anybody wants, I'll have it available. So Albert, I thank you for joining, Sissy and Saria. Thank you for joining. And D'Angel, Pearl Wells, Chelsea Pratts, Minerva, Shay Shay, Castleby, Sweet Somebody. And then Crystal, Kathy, Jennifer, Jessica, Karen, Becca. You guys are amazing, and I thank you for just coming on and sharing this live. I had some people on here I know that I missed because I was so focused on trying to get what I needed to get done. So if I missed any of my relatives or people that I truly know, please forgive me. Please forgive me. And thank you for all the hearts. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let me check on this stir fryer one last time. So you can see how the vegetables are nice and crisp. You don't want them too soft, but you don't want them too crunchy. So the broccoli's just about there. I need to cook a little bit longer. And then we're going to add the sauce. I'm getting ready to start this dishwasher. I don't think I can fit not another thing in here. Maybe I can on this side. There. Take this out. Get a few more items. Do. Go. Now, okay. Now I'm going to add this amazing sauce. Turn that fire up just a little bit. Let that simmer and thicken up. Take this away. There. That and the other ingredients first.
this food. Oh, it's starting to thicken up. Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I love a juicy stir fry. So I always make sure I have extra sauce to go over that fried rice. And so this is kind of what it looks like. It smells, you could smell the ginger, the soy. This is going to be amazing. Now, of course, tomorrow morning, after the seasonings go through and after it thickens up because it's going to chill in the refrigerator, it'll have a different consistency. And this is going to be amazing over some fried basmati brown rice. And basmati rice is probably your best rice if you deal with sugar because it has a low glycemic level to it.
Beverly, here is your reminder. Take his medicine.
Alexa, stop. Yeah, basmati rice has a low, I think that rice is the one with the lowest glycemic level. So, if you deal with blood sugars, diabetes, you have to stay away from the rice. So basmati rice is your best bet. It doesn't have the stickiness to it and the starchiness to it, which is what causes your blood sugar to raise, okay? All right, so that's our stir fry. This is our gumbo. Stir fry, We got the gumbo, and the tuna casserole. And tomorrow morning, I will add whatever other things I need to add. I truly am grateful for those of you who stuck with me. I've been on here a good while, but I've accomplished what I set out to do. And I wish you all a good night's rest and a wonderful Lord's Day tomorrow. Um, I can do a few more things in the morning because our worship service doesn't start until 1:30 p.m. My husband is the pastor. We share a space with another church, and their service is first and ours is second. And it's been that way for quite some time for our church. And so it gives me a little more time in the morning to finish up what I need to finish up for my orders, because most people that order from me are members of our church, and so I have time to get those together, take them to church, and they can receive their meals or their Sunday dinners, if you will. But love and blessings to all of you. Thank you for joining me once again, and I will see you guys on the next live. God bless. Bye-bye. God bless.